He hasn't responded since his last post. This information hasn't been made public, but some of our detectives were able to uncover what became of the hacker. The man's name was Shuzo Kitamura. He was living alone inside of a rundown apartment, but his death was somewhat out of the ordinary.
What?
Ever since Kitamura stopped posting, there have been plenty of copycats trying to top what he did on the forum. The second victim is this college student. He was able to compile instructions on how to hack into the Alice Engine servers, using the forums on a computer at his friend's house. One of them was playing the game while wearing a VR headset, while the other was watching his playthrough on the PC monitor. Without the headset, his buddy could barely make out what was happening on the screen. So according to that kid... As soon as the player's character was killed, foam started coming out of his mouth, and he keeled over. By the time the ambulance arrived, he no longer registered a pulse. The doctors had never seen anything like it. They performed an autopsy, but that was it. No other cause of death could be determined. Soon, the kid who survived started posting everywhere. The forum was eventually removed to avoid the risk of more casualties. Take a gander at a screenshot we pulled from the web archive. All right, Mr. Programmer, why don't you fill us in on how that happened?
I wish I could tell you.
Explain to me how some virtual reality game was able to rip someone's mind from out of their body. I can't wrap my head around it. I mean, it's a video game, not real life. Maybe some wise guy tried bridging the two. I'd be willing to bet that you tried developing a system to render players in some kind of catatonic state, didn't you? Didn't you?
I'd never do anything like that. Now piss off!
You've got some balls, kid.
Let me out of here already. Sheena dies.
Lucy, you know something, don't you? Suit yourself. If you insist that you're innocent, then you need to prove it to me. I think the two of us need to spend a little more time together, though.
Is this something you should be doing? You're not just messing with the game world. It's like you're messing with the fabric of our world, too. You're a real son of a bitch. You won an award for that performance?
Hey! Look at me when I'm talking to you! I know you did it, you rat-faced punk. You can't play dumb forever. This won't go how you think it will.
I was careful not to let my guard down as they escorted me to the station. As soon as I walked through the door, my suspicions were confirmed.
Arada Mizunashi, I don't think you understand how much shit you're in. Allow me to explain why you and your company are currently suspects in this cyber-terrorism catastrophe. Remember when cell phones, TVs, and computers were all displaying an image when the initial hack started up? Our intel team informed us that the funny image appearing on those hacked devices matches the login screen for your company's video game. At first, we thought it was a coincidence. Some sick trick. No way could your company maliciously infect devices worldwide simultaneously. But then we realized the command hub that initiated the illegal global terror attack was connected to Enigma's main server all along.
What? That can't be true.
That brings us to you. You've been accessing the Enigma servers from your home office, haven't you? What were you doing?
Is he talking about World's Odyssey? Well, I'm a programmer, so I was coding one of my games remotely. I wasn't accessing Enigma's servers. I was using another company's.
You bastard. We have transmission records straight from Aggle that show exactly when you connected to Enigma's servers. You still want to play dumb, huh?
That can't be right. The game is operating off of Aggle's servers. There's no way I could have gotten access into the game without logging into Aggle's user interface.
Are you saying Aggle's lying? Why should we believe you?
What should I do? Even if I were to tell them the whole story about Odyssey, they probably wouldn't believe me. I'll prove my innocence. Actually, there's no way you could have accessed those records without the proper clearance. So I'm inclined to believe they were illegally obtained. We're way past the 10 minutes that I promised. I'm going home now. This whole thing is at will anyways, right?
Yeah, go ahead. For now, that is. You better believe that once we dig up enough dirt on you, I'll be knocking on your door with an arrest warrant. Remember me. The man that's going to arrest you is Senji Izumi.
I'm leaving.
Oh, come on. We were just getting started. Right, Mizunashi?
Ow!
Hey, you wanna know why the cops are after you? It's because people are starting to die after playing that game you helped program.
What?
You saw the screenshot that went public after the cyber attack, didn't you? The one from the game you worked on? Some hacker had some grand plans, and by God, the madman did it.
Did what?
Just like your company, this hacker signed an NDA with Aggle to license the Alice engine and develop a game with its technology. Thinking he'd have a bit of fun, this hacker decided to infiltrate the server with all of the assets related to the Alice engine. That includes World's Odyssey, which otherwise would have been inaccessible to him.
He was able to infiltrate the game? Are there players besides Sheena in there?
He entered an incomplete game and began tinkering with some of the settings, changing things that he shouldn't have. He scattered proof of his misdeeds all over the internet. See for yourself.
Ah! Shit!